Monday. It is February the 5th and it's about 1:30. Just got showered and dressed. I had a full morning. I only knit on my sweater for like 20 minutes and tried it on. I'm a little worried because it's at a really good length right now and I still have to do, well, there's short rows in the back. That's not going to affect the front too much, except for it's going to have a little bit of a slope. The design will have, it'll kind of slope on the sides, and then your short rows, you know, make the back a little bit lower. But I still have to do the ribbing too, so I'm a little worried it's going to be too long and to pull it out, and with those cables, I don't know. I'm a little worried, but I'm going to persevere, finish that. I want to knit on that tonight, so I'll hopefully make some progress on that sweater. I wound up a kajillion minis and got those ready. Did some dyeing, did a couple of color restocks, and then I'm working on the bunny boxes right now, the minis for that. So my goal is to accomplish so many colorways a day and then have it ready to, by the end of the week, wind them all. That's like the biggest time-consuming thing about doing these advents is winding the minis. I like the dyeing part is fun for me. You're being creative and you're kind of hanging out, but the minis are a bitch to wind. So I usually kind of stand at the kitchen table, always use like that little knob on my chair to kind of help me, and then just watch TV. So I've got a lot of minis to dye, a lot of minis to wind, but it's going to happen this week. And what else? Yeah, so I'm going to head out the door. I'm going to go to the post office, and then I'm going to the guy that I'm dealing with at the flooring company. He wasn't there Saturday when Dan and I stopped in, so I made all my decisions. I'm going to go in and talk to him so he can get it all filed away, and then I have to, what else do I have to do? I'm going to come home and make a soup. I love soup. I could eat soup every single day. Dan, not so much, but he does like my cream and mushroom soup. So I'm going to make cream and mushroom soup tonight, and I'll show you how I make that. It's super easy, nothing fancy, but I love cream and mushroom soup. Last night supper was delicious. We've got a ton of meat left over. We sent everybody that was here went home with a container and we still had leftovers, so we froze it, and we thought we'll save it for tacos or something, like pulled pork tacos or chicken tacos some night. So we have lots of that, but I'm going to make a soup today, and I'll show you what I do for that. I'll tell you what I have on. I finished this last fall, I believe, and I even put it on Ravelry. So this is my Stockholm pullover by Petiteknit, and I love it. It's a vest that's made holding fingering weight yarn with mohair. I did it in my colorway, Aloha. I called it Aloha because it just was so, I don't know, just tropical looking. And anyway, so it's such a pretty colorway. It's pink with a lot of undertones of orange, but held together it creates this vibrant, beautiful pop of color. So anyway, it's I'm pretty sure I made a size large, and I used 2 skeins of sock, 2 skeins of mohair. So thought I'd pull that on today. It's nice and cozy. Yeah, so that's really it for information on my day. It's gonna be non-eventful after I make the soup, because I think I'm gonna have a quiet night and wind more minis, work on my sweater, and that's it. Oh, I'm going to show you a favorite thing. I just had a cup of tea, and I put this aside so I could show you, but this is my favorite tea. I love Earl Grey tea. I love the the undertones of bergamot. It's that florally taste. And this Harney and Sons, I love this tea. And this is what I always try to put in orders. I always like to put like a little package of tea in your orders. So, but this Earl Grey Supreme is delicious. I love it. And I always have a spoonful of honey in it. So there's one of my favorite things to share with you. If you like Earl Grey tea, try this brand and this particular one. It's really, really nice. So, and especially lovely with a little bit of honey in it. So I have like 2 cups of tea a day. And Mary Ellen, thank you so much if you're watching for all that lemon tea that you sent me. I am plowing through it. That's my nighttime tea. I'll show you that tomorrow. But my evening tea is this decaffeinated lemon tea that my friend Mary Ellen sends me. So anyway, okay, well, I'm going to head out the door. It's kind of snowing out a little bit. We got a little bit of flurries. So I'll take you along for the rest of my day, show you how I make my cream and mushroom soup, and yeah, if anything else exciting happens, I'll take a blip. But oh, I have to come back to you. Anyway, yes, I'll be back because I have to tell you whose questions Dan picked. He had a hard time picking. He thought a lot of them were really good. So, but he did narrow it down to 2. So I need to get that information. It's on my phone somewhere, but I'll come back, answer the questions, tell you who's winning the giveaways, and there, that's that. Okay, I'll talk to you in a bit. Bye.
Tree, the last weekend of summer, the empire at our fingertips, the autumn to discover. If I would have had.
Okay, I am going to make a really simple cream of mushroom soup for supper. Honestly, there's no recipe. I'll just kind of show you what I do. I do like using mini Bella mushrooms or the cremini. They just have more of like a better nutty flavor than just plain white mushrooms. I've got a couple of leeks that I need to use up, so I'm gonna slice these up. Just some chicken broth, some cream. I like to throw in some rosemary and thyme as well to season it up. So I'll just show you what I do. Okay, soup's all made. We'll probably have like a grilled cheese or something to go with it. Dan got home a few minutes early, so we're going to take Teddy for a walk now. But before I do that, I wanted to get on and say he picked the giveaway, people. So thanks for all the great questions. I do go through all your comments and try to say thank you or reply if you had a particular question on previous vlogs. But yeah, I'll answer as many as I can over the next few days, and lots of questions about dyeing, lots of questions about my moving. But yeah, so that could be fun to talk about those things for sure. But this is the first question that he picked. Oh my God, my hair's everywhere, isn't it? I just pulled on my big cozy sweatshirt. Okay, this giveaway is for the tote bag and a sock skein of your choice. So Dan picked, it is at C Metcalf 711. And you put, I'm really enjoying your VLOGENTINE videos. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you choose and why? So we've had a lot of fun trips the past few years. I'm really taking advantage of the fact that my kids are getting to an age where they're going to want to start traveling with their own people, whether it's with their friends or with their significant others. So I've really made it a priority to get important family time together, and we've traveled, and since Dan's been in our life, we're dragging him with us, and we're having so much fun. We've seen some really beautiful places. So I can honestly answer, if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you choose and why? There's two places I would go back to, and in the United States it would be California. I love California. Oh my gosh, 24 years ago was the first time I went there with my late husband. It was part of our honeymoon. We went to Santa Monica. We had a ball. And we said, if we ever have children, we are bringing them here. We went to the pier, rented bikes, and biked to Venice Beach. We did so much, rented a car and went up the Pacific Coast Highway. And we said, if we ever have children, we're bringing them to California. And we did. When the kids were around, to be honest, it was like 2 years before we lost Mitch. We went to California and we had a ball. We did Disney. We went back to back to Santa Monica, rented bikes, redid it. And anyway, we loved it. So yeah, fast forward all these years later. Oh, Teddy, don't start barking. Sorry. So all these years later, sorry, I put a pillow in front of the window so we can't see outside and bark at people walking by. Okay, so all these years later, Alex says to me, Mom, Pearl Jam's going to be in California. We should really go back. And you know, Dan's in our life, and Dan had never been there before. We decided to book a trip to California for 2 weeks, and Dan was like, what are we going to do for 2 weeks? And I'm like, you just wait. Like, there's so much to do. We filled that vacation with so many amazing memories. We had a ball. We still talk about it as being one of our favorite family vacations. I won't sit here and list off everything we did, but 2 weeks was almost not even long enough. We loved it. So if I could go travel again, it would be back to California, because I just love, we did a concert, we did a ball game, we actually saw an NHL playoff game. We had so much fun, and we stayed active, like Joshua Tree National Park, and rented bikes again. So it was fantastic. We loved it. And like, honestly, I could answer Italy as well. I've been to Italy twice, and it's a place that I could go back to every year. There's so much to see, and really, like, what is not to love about being there, between the shopping and the food and the culture that you can take in. So there is my answer for if I could travel anywhere in the world. It would be back to those two places. There's lots of places that I haven't seen that, I hope to conquer. I would love to actually go back to Ireland. I really loved Ireland. So C Metcalf 711. If you could DM me on Instagram and I can get your mailing details, and I'll send you this and a sock skein of your choice. Okay. Question number 2 that Dan picked. And for this, it'll be a hat. So I have 2 here. So this is the longer one. This is like a little bit of a shorter one, less slouch. Take your pick of which one you'd like, and I'll send this to you. So, and this question was from, where is it? At Brandy Dangler 1004. Love that you are also a fan of live music. Always enjoy seeing your concert tees. Make an appearance on the vlogs. From one 90s girl to another, my question is, Chili Peppers, Nirvana, or Pearl Jam? Okay, Chili Peppers. I saw them, Alex. So my son and I have done a lot of concerts together. For his 16th birthday, we went to Metallica in Toronto, and like, I didn't go there anticipating it to be what it was. I think I was like, I think I thought it was going to be rough. And I love Metallica. I guess it sounds awful. I didn't know what kind of crowd it was going to be. It was amazing. People were amazing. The music, like, we were just like in awe. It was, and I still remember both of our phones died, and I was kind of like, good. Like, let's just enjoy this moment, Alex. Like, this is amazing. So we had a ball, and what a special thing for just him and I to do together. And, you know, how can you not love that your 16-year-old son wants to do Metallica with you? So that was like the best. So we did see Pearl Jam when we went to California, but 2 or 3 years ago we went to Toronto and saw the Chili Peppers, and honestly, best concert I've ever seen in my life. Like, we were on the floor. It just, the energy, the talent. Anthony is like really, really nice to watch dance around with no shirt on. Oh my God, it was so good. We had a ball, and we both left there going, Kate, that was amazing. Like, so good. I really want to see them again. They're in Toronto this July, and I want to go. I think I'm going to try to get there. So, Brandy, I pick in that order. It would be Chili Peppers and then Pearl Jam. And Nirvana is, I like Nirvana, but they're not really on my radar as much. But, so yeah, that's a fun question. And I do like my band t-shirts and my band sweatshirts for sure. So, Brandy, please, same thing, direct message me on Instagram, and I will send you a hat. You tell me which one you want, the longer one or the shorter one. So anyway, well, that was fun. I'll do another giveaway because I love giving presents. If you've watched these vlogs before, you've seen that I do. I love giving people presents. So I will do another giveaway in a couple of days. We'll figure out something else. So anyway, well, I'm going to go get bundled up and take Teddy for a walk so that we can come home and have supper. And then I've got the night all to myself to do nothing but work on my sweater. Okay. Well, I hope everybody had a good Monday. I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Bye.